Hello, my name is Erica, and I am a driven overachiever with a track record of going after and getting what I set out to accomplish. Growing up, working hard and academic excellence were instilled in my DNA. In undergrad, I double majored in forensic science and pre medicine with a chemistry minor and graduated early with 2 degrees in 3.5 years. Post grad, I immediately began working in the field of toxicology, prepping for med school, and had a few side hustles to fund my studies. Being a working wife, student, entrepreneur, daughter, friend is no easy task, and I was really in a prolonged grind season. That was until the world shut down and I was forced to be still. And like many other people, I began taking inventory of my life and I realized that I really needed to slow down or else I was going to burn out prematurely. I was already on the brink of exhaustion. So, in spite of having it all together on the exterior, internally, I was really struggling with self esteem, anxiety, and constantly feeling overwhelmed. By this point in time, my internal struggles were reflecting in my skin, and I felt stuck. Like I just could not figure out how to get myself out of this rut. And this was the beginning of my self care journey. I began prioritizing my skincare, drinking more water, and getting outside more. My mental and physical health drastically improved, and it really showed me the importance of taking care of myself because once I began doing that, other things in my life began to fall into place. My skin cleared up, I lost 15 pounds, I made a career shift, my relationships were in a much better place. I was happier than I'd been in a long time, and I felt like I had the confidence to take on the world. And then it dawned on me that I couldn't be the only person with a story like this. And if skincare helped me get back on track and prioritize my self care, then maybe I could help others along their journeys too. I share this to drive home the point that we have a serious problem on our hands. Women are struggling to cope with the pressures of daily life. As a woman, it's very easy to get caught up in the chaos of taking care of everyone and everything else that we literally forget to take care of ourselves. And with the world we're living in becoming increasingly fast paced, stressful, and demanding, what better time than now to create a brand centered around prioritizing self care and boosting self esteem? For busy women who have it all together on the outside and are silently struggling on the inside, prioritizing self care requires being intentional, and that is exactly the community we intend to serve. Skincare is the perfect gateway to self care. According to a study by Mintel, 94% of women believe that using skincare products makes them feel more confident. 81% feel more productive when they take care of their skin regularly, and 67% believe that taking care of their skin is a form of self care. And let's be honest, when you look good, you feel good, and using skincare products that allow you to achieve your skin goals is a great confidence booster. And a confident woman is unstoppable. Silkenn is on a mission to merge self care with treating common skin concerns. And there are 3 pillars we intend to focus on in order to bring this vision to fruition. For starters, our core focus is in creating multifunctional skincare that have a variety of benefits so that it's easier for our products to be incorporated into our customers' daily routines. That way, they're more likely to stay consistent and get desired results. Unlike many other brands, we want to focus on a lean product catalog so that creating an effective skincare routine is not an overwhelming process. Interestingly enough, this will allow us to make more revenue long term. According to a study by Harvard Business Review, companies that offer a large number of product options experience higher levels of customer churn than those with a more limited selection. The study found that customers are more likely to stick with a company that offers fewer product options because they feel that company understands their needs and has made a thoughtful selection of products that align with their preferences. So we intend to keep things simple and not add to the stress of our customers' already busy lives. Next up is inclusivity. Representation matters. We are at the very early stages of inclusivity in mainstream media, and historically, beauty brands have done a terrible job at this. They perpetuate unrealistic beauty standards that subconsciously have women striving for a version of perfection that simply does not exist. Consumers want to support brands that show people that look like them, flaws and all. So, part of our core marketing focus is to prioritize diversity and inclusivity by normalizing common skin concerns and creating products that cater to a wide range of skin tones and types. It's about time we give the beauty industry the push it needs to step into the 21st century. And lastly, community. Growing up, I remember going to the beauty salon with my mom. It was and still is a place where women come together to catch up on life, world events, and experience self care, comparable to a barbershop for men. That is the community I envision for Silkenn. Through our social media channels, self care challenge, podcast series, and partnering with influencers that align with our values, we have the ability to create a safe digital space for women to pour into each other in a way that has not been done before, which is exciting. You see, Silkenn is more than just a skincare brand, it's a community you belong to. Two brands that have executed this very well and created cult like communities are Drunk Elephant and Glossier. Drunk Elephant is a high end skincare brand for those with sensitive skin. Their catalog of creams, serums, and oils are centered around avoiding 6 culprit ingredients they believe to be the cause of most skin issues. They employed a community driven strategy by formulating products based on consumer feedback, word of mouth marketing, and media mentions in the likes of Harper's Bazaar and Cosmopolitan. This approach reinforced consumer trust, which is super important for any personal care brand. Within 6 years, Drunk Elephant was acquired for $845 million, a valuation of 8.5 times their sales. Glossier is a more accessible skincare brand, formulated to deliver radiant and dewy skin. Their catalog of skincare essentials are geared towards those who prefer a no makeup look. They have grown primarily through very authentic media as well, such as consumer recommendations, press attention, and excitement about what the company is doing as they scale. Glossier is currently valued at $1.8 billion as a private company. Both brands have created spaces that are very beauty-centric, focusing on tips and tricks, beauty hacks, and beauty trends. However, there is a very unique middle ground where beauty and self-care overlap that is vastly untapped, and that is where Silkenn shines. Now, our hero product is our detoxifying reset mask. It is currently live on our Shopify website with a 50% gross margin at a small order quantity of 250 units, which will only increase with scale. And you may be wondering why this product. Well, clay masks penetrate deep into the skin surface to remove buildup cleansers leave behind. I like to think of it as resetting your face to factory settings, hence the name Reset Mask. The biggest pain point with clay masks currently on the market is that they are overly drying and leave skin feeling tight and irritated after use. Also, most do not come with an applicator, which makes using the product messy and inconvenient. Our mask is formulated domestically with high quality ingredients that have multiple benefits to support optimal skin performance. Ingredients such as niacinamide and kakadu plum prevent that overly drying sensation experienced with other clay masks and actually repair the skin's moisture barrier, leaving skin feeling balanced after use. Supporting benefits of our Reset Mask are that it calms inflammation, accelerates skin repair, and minimizes the appearance of pores. Multifunctional skincare at its finest. We also provide an applicator for easy use and to minimize product waste. But more importantly, using a skincare mask is a step in your routine that allows you to intentionally carve out at least 10 minutes of me time to focus and reconnect with yourself, which is literally the epitome of self-care. Thus far, we've received great feedback from those who have tried our Reset Mask. Vanessa, for example, is an innate people pleaser and loves making other people happy, even at the expense of her own. Internally, she was also insecure about her acne breakouts and actually dreaded social gatherings. Our mask helped minimize her acne breakouts and repair her skin's moisture barrier, which is great. But it also helped her create healthy boundaries with her time and comfortably say no to people so she could prioritize herself. Vanessa said Silkenn's Reset Mask saved her and her skin. Aisha is a working wife, mom, and student. However, she was struggling to keep her superwoman cape on and desperately needed a change. Our mask helped minimize her skin texture and brighten her complexion, which is amazing. But more importantly, it created an opportunity for her to intentionally set aside 10 minutes of self-care a few times a week to put on her favorite playlist, light a candle, and use her Silkenn Reset Mask. Aisha said these nights preserve her mental health. These are only two of the many transformations that validate we have an awesome product that really works and the ability to change lives for the better. Our customers have even opted to submit reviews and photo testimonials to share how Silkenn is helping them along their journeys. As we continue to expand, three of the complementary products that are up next on the roster are a serum, a moisturizer, and a cleanser. All will be multifunctional, similar to the Reset Mask, and all are skincare essentials that can be used on a daily basis in a complete routine. To continue pushing this vision forward, we've made strategic partnerships to help us along the way. Our domestic product manufacturer and developer knows what it takes to create skincare products the market is craving. Many of their products have been featured in Ipsy, Fox, and NBC, and they were even named a winner in the 2020 Clean Beauty Awards. Our marketing partner is also no stranger to scaling beauty and skincare brands. They have worked with brands such as Peace Skincare and Serenity Beauty, scaling them to 8 figures through their innovative marketing and storytelling strategies. As for myself, the fact that I am my target audience is a huge advantage. I've gone through my own skin recovery journey. I'm still on my self-care journey, which is an ongoing process. I know the platforms we spend time on and the type of content that resonates. There is no doubt in my mind that I am the entrepreneur who is meant to do this. Since our initial launch in November of last year, we've sold 81 units to date. That was with no audience, no launch plan, no marketing plan, and limited capital. We were relying solely on word of mouth referrals and organic social posts. So thank goodness we've come a long way since then. Interestingly enough, our mask typically lasts 3 to 4 months with regular use, and in February, we actually saw our first wave of customers come back to purchase another jar, drastically increasing our returning customer rate just shy of 10%. So now that we actually have a marketing strategy, the opportunities are endless. Since relaunching the brand, we have been moving in the right direction. We have began building our email list by launching our first round of our self-care challenge. We are in the process of building relationships with 6 self-care and lifestyle YouTube influencers, 3 of which have agreed to partner with us on a longer-term basis with a combined audience size of 150,000 subscribers. And our Girls Night In podcast series is scheduled to launch July of this year as an additional way to build community and bring people into our world. The audience snowball is forming, which just further confirms that people are excited to be a part of what Silkenn is doing. Now, with the rise of paid media, as consumers, we know when we're being marketed to. As a result, our plan is to take a very relational approach on a mass scale. First and foremost, we're going to continue driving paid traffic to our self-care challenge and utilize it as an evergreen lead generation campaign, and give our social media profiles a facelift with fresh content. This is very important because in the beauty world, the first 2 places consumers conduct research are Google and social media. Then we're going to continue partnering with micro and mid-tier influencers and other non-compete brands in the space to increase brand awareness and build trust with established audiences. Next, we intend to implement an omnipresent paid media strategy to reach new customers where they are. And finally, we will layer the above with an SEO content strategy and strategic PR placements to further enhance our credibility in the marketplace. So with a clear plan in place, we have implemented the traffic triangle and owners model simultaneously. We have our traffic source, conversion elements, and hopper touchpoints in place. We have a clear vision to merge skincare and self-care and serve a community that needs a little nudge to prioritize themselves. We have strategic partnerships in place with our manufacturer and marketing partner who are experts in their respective spaces. And as a result, to accelerate our path to 8 figures and beyond, we are seeking a strategic capital partner and influencer partner. Our ideal capital partner will invest $125,000 in exchange for 10% equity. Funds invested will be used to implement our marketing strategy with our agency partner. Our ideal influencer partner will be well established in the skincare space and have a reach of at least 100,000 engaged subscribers or followers in exchange for up to 5% equity. It's important to note that women are more educated than ever before. Women have more spending power than ever before. There are more women in leadership than ever before. Women are shaking up the world in ways we could not have imagined hundreds of years ago. And yet still, women are underserved. Silkenn is more than just a skincare brand. It's a community and a lifestyle. Let's give them a brand to stand behind. Silkenn is for them. Thank you.